Hey friends, welcome back to Homestead on a Prayer. I'm here today with my Azure haul for the month of October. Now, if you saw last month's Azure haul, you probably noticed that this haul is quite a bit smaller. I had a really big stock up haul last month, so this month it's still a little bit of a restock haul, but not quite as impressive as last month. That being said, I did get a lot of things that I'm really excited about. So first of all, starting from this side, I'm restocking a few favorites that I really like that are tried and trues. First of all, I am restocking this organic coconut oil. So this is a gallon of coconut oil. I find that this coconut oil is a really good price through Azure. I think this ended up being a little under $15 to get this gallon of coconut oil, which is a really good price for organic coconut oil. I prefer to limit my oil consumption to coconut oil, olive oil, and avocado oil as much as possible. But all of those oils tend to be a little more on the expensive side, of course. So when I can get a really good deal on one of these oils, like this coconut oil, I find that that is a really good deal and I've got to grab it. So I have used the coconut oil in the past. This is the refined coconut oil, so it doesn't have the strong coconut flavor. While I actually don't mind the coconut flavor, the refined coconut oil does have a little bit of a longer shelf life, and some people in my family do prefer this refined, so that's the type that I got. Next, I'm also restocking my cheddar cheese. So this is a little over 5 pounds of organic sharp cheddar cheese. It doesn't say it on the package here, but this is the Rumiano brand. I buy the bulk Rumiano cheese really regularly. I would say at least the majority of my Azure orders include a 5-pound block of that cheese, one type or another. This month I only got the cheddar, but last month I got both the Monterey Jack. Well, I got the Monterey Jack, the mozzarella, and the Parmesan, I believe, from this company last month, and we've been happy with all of those. So we have been completely out of cheddar for a little while, so my kids are very excited that we have restocked cheddar today. Next, I got some kombucha. This month I got the Raspberry Harvest flavor. I do have some of this actually left in my fridge from last month. Last month I got 3 different flavors of this kombucha. They come in a 6-pack, so we ended up with 18 cans. And what we'll do is we'll all split a can with dinner, not every night, but a few nights a week we do that. So I do still have some kombucha left in my fridge, which is why I only got 1 package of this today. We do really enjoy this kombucha, but kombucha in general tends to be a little on the pricey side, especially when you're buying it regularly. I need to get back into making water kefir. I was doing that really well for a while until I ended up neglecting my kefir grains a little too long. They didn't make it. So until I end up restocking my kefir grains and getting back into that, I have been buying kombucha. We do really enjoy it. So if making kefir, making your own kombucha or something like that is not really something that you're interested in, this is a great alternative. So here I have a few products that are new. This is organic yellow ginger. Now, I don't think that I've bought ginger through Azure before. I actually don't remember for sure, but I don't think that I have. I actually have some herbal medicine projects planned for a future video, and we'll get to that in a couple minutes. I'll tell you a little more about that. Next, I'm also trying out a couple new products they have that are compatible with mason jars. So these are plastic storage lids. These are supposed to be leak-proof lids. There are times when I want to store something in a mason jar and I want to use a plastic lid, especially if it's something acidic or just for whatever reason I don't want to use the regular 2-piece metal lid. I like to use a plastic lid occasionally, and I find that it's, for obvious reasons, if you're storing liquid, it is a lot better to have a leak-proof lid. So I have not tried these specific lids before, but I'm excited to give them a try. And kind of going along with that, I also am trying out, this is also a lid from Mason jar. This is a pour cap, so this is for the regular mouth jars. Now this could be used for all kinds of things. The specific reason that I am trying this is because I make pretty much all my own salad dressing. And I have a little salad dressing container that I like to, I make my salad dressing, keep it in the fridge in that little container. But I find that it's a little bit finicky, and I really like the idea of being able to make salad dressing right in a mason jar and have a way to pour it. So that's my main plan for this. So I'm going to give this a try. If I end up really liking this for salad dressing, I will probably buy at least 1 more of these lids because we like to have multiple types of salad dressing to choose from in the fridge. So if I like this, you will probably see it in maybe my next order or definitely a future order. So stay tuned for that. So next I am restocking a little bit of lip balm. I like the Singing Dog brand. So this is organic vanilla coconut, which is my favorite flavor. And I'm also getting the organic vanilla mint, which is some other people's in my family's favorite flavor. So I'm restocking. I got a 3-pack of both of those. Next, I also got 2 pounds of organic garlic, kind of along with the ginger. These will be used together to make a lot of herbal medicine that I have to stock up on for the winter. So, by the way, please excuse my voice. I know it's a little bit scratchy today. I've had a lot of allergies this year and been kind of going back and forth between allergies and a little bit of sinus congestion. So, it's been kind of lingering in my throat. So I'm sorry that my voice sounds a little bit scratchy today. So as you can see, we are definitely due to make some herbal medicine. We need it. So as I said, I got the ginger and the garlic, both for that purpose. So I'm planning probably in the next few days, maybe next week sometime, I'm going to end up having a big, basically restocking my herbal medicine cabinet day, and I'm planning to make a video of at least some of that process. So that will be coming up sometime in early to mid-November, so something else to stay tuned for. Next, I'm trying out this organic coconut extract. This company, Flavor Organics, or this brand, I've noticed that they have quite a few different flavors offered through Azure, and I thought a lot of them sounded interesting. So this is the first time I'll be trying one, so I'm getting the coconut. Coconut extract seems to be a little bit harder to find than a lot of other more common flavors of extract. So when I saw that Azure offered that, especially in organic, for a really reasonable price, I decided to give it a try. And if I like the coconut, I may try some of their other flavors in the future. So now this next one is a restock. This is taco seasoning mix. I like to use this obviously for tacos, but we use it in a lot of other, Mexican themed cooking as well. And I've been really happy. I've been really happy with that mix. For a long time, and I still do sometimes make my own taco seasoning blend. And I just find that, it's a little bit simpler if you get it pre-made. When you make your own, you can tailor it to your specific needs and preferences a little bit more. That is true. So there is definitely something to be said for making your own. Sometimes I just like to save myself a little bit of time and convenience by getting a pre-made seasoning mix. So next I'm trying out these organic roasted peanuts. These are unsalted. This is the first time that I have purchased peanuts through Azure. So I have a couple plans for this bag of peanuts. The first is that I wanted to try making my own peanut butter. So I've heard that it's incredibly easy if you have a good food processor or a high-powered blender. So I am planning to make that in my food processor. I'll keep you updated about that. I think the main drawback of making your own peanut butter is that the shelf life won't be as long. But then you're avoiding all those toxic preservatives. So that's one of the reasons why I want to try making my own. I find that high quality organic peanut butter tends to be fairly expensive. At least what I can find tends to be expensive. So I figured by making my own, I might be able to save a little bit of money and have a product that I really enjoy. The other use that I have for these peanuts, obviously we can snack on them, but the other specific use I had in mind for them is that every Christmas Eve, it's my family's tradition to make some homemade Chex Mix. And I'm mentioning that because I'm hoping that some of you have suggestions for me. Now, we always, as we've made that homemade Chex Mix, we have always used the actual Chex brand cereal along with, pretzels and peanuts and lots of other delicious mix-ins. So since I've been trying to clean up my family's diet a little bit and have us eat a little bit more cleanly, we have been only buying cereal and stuff like that. We've only been buying organic versions because I want to avoid the GMO and a lot of the other ingredients that we don't necessarily want to be putting in our bodies when we're eating something like that. I have not been able to find a good alternative to actual Chex brand cereal. So if you have any good alternatives that you could recommend, I would love to hear that from you. I have looked and I haven't really found anything that really would work. So I'm hoping that one of you has some great recommendation of something that I have missed. So let me know in the comments if you have anything like that. Next, I am getting some more of this tricolor rotini. You may remember in my last Azure haul that I tried a bag of this. I got the 2.5-pound bag last time, and my kids really enjoyed it. So this month, I'm getting the 5-pound bag. Now, going along with my mason jar accessories, I also got these platinum silicone lids. So these are supposed to be able to go inside any of the regular mason jar lids. These are regular mouth. They do come in a wide mouth version as well, and basically make it leak proof. My reasoning for getting these was there are times when I have something that I'm making in a mason jar that I don't necessarily want to come in contact with the metal lids. I know I mentioned that I was getting the plastic lids, but sometimes, so for example, fire cider. Fire cider is something that we're going to be making on that herbal medicine stock up day really soon. And fire cider is extremely acidic because the base of it is apple cider vinegar. That will really rust and corrode the lid of the mason jars, and I want to avoid that. Another thing is vanilla extract. The alcohol I find when I make vanilla extract, I find that the alcohol that the beans are soaking in also damages the lid and rim of the jar. So I'm hoping to experiment with using some of these to what I had done previously when I was making either of those things was to cover them with a thin layer of plastic wrap and then put the lid on top after that. But I'm going to give these a try as an alternative, and I will keep you updated and let you know how I like them. Now next I am restocking my blackstrap molasses. Now, the main purpose that I have for molasses is making brown sugar. Making your own brown sugar is so easy, and the main reason why I do it is because I find it's a lot easier to find a really high quality cane sugar, just a regular sugar, than to find a really high quality organic brown sugar that's reasonably priced. And because it's so easy to make my own brown sugar, what I've been doing is just buying the cane sugar that I like, buying the molasses that I like, and then mixing them together in my stand mixer. And that allows me to fully control the ingredients in my brown sugar, and it allows me to control the darkness of the sugar, the flavor, and of course, most importantly, the quality of the ingredients. So I am restocking that because we're running low and we're going into Christmas baking season where I'm going to need lots of brown sugar. Now, speaking of baking season, I am trying for the first time this palm fruit shortening. The reason I'm trying it is as an alternative to Crisco. Now, I will admit that I don't know a real lot about palm shortening as far as its health benefits or, health risks. I do know that Crisco is something that I don't really want to be putting in my body. So a lot of times what I'll do when I'm making a pie, I bought this specifically to use for pie crusts. So I will sometimes make an all butter pie crust, which I think, I can control. I can use a high quality butter and I can control what goes into it. And it makes a really good pie crust. But sometimes we really just want the flakiness that Crisco would bring, but we don't want to have to use Crisco. So this is something that I am trying out for the first time. If you have experience with it, I would love to hear it. I know that, as I said, I'm not really familiar with the health benefits or risks. So if you have any knowledge about that or any resources to share, I would definitely love to hear that. But I do know that it is healthier than Crisco. I mean, it's not very challenging to be healthier than Crisco. So I wanted to give that a try. So let me know if you have any experience cooking with that, or if you know more about it than I do. I'd love to hear from you on that too. So finally, I have these 2 frozen boxes. I already emptied these into my freezer because I didn't want these defrosting during the video. But I am restocking my raspberry pieces. I find that if I buy the frozen raspberries in pieces, that they are significantly less expensive. They're probably less than half price of the whole raspberries, since I'm planning to use them in things like smoothies or possibly flavoring water kefir or baking, things like that. It doesn't really matter to me that they're not whole raspberries. So I might as well save some money by getting the raspberry pieces and using those instead. And finally, I am restocking this sweet corn here. I did buy a 5-pound box of that sweet corn a few months ago. I don't remember exactly when, through Azure, and we really liked it. I like that it's organic, I like that it's non-GMO, and it has a great sweet flavor, so that is just a restock. So that's my haul for the month of October. I know, as I said, it's a little on the smaller side, but I did get a lot of things that I'm really excited about, and I'm especially excited for that Herbal Medicine Day, and I definitely hope that you will join me for that. That's probably going to be coming up in a couple weeks. I don't know exactly when it will be yet, but as I said, sometime in November. So thank you for hanging out with me in my kitchen today and taking a little tour of my Azure haul with me. I hope that this inspires you to try some of these products. As I said, probably half of these products today are completely new to me. So I would love to hear if you have any experience with those. If you are new to Azure, I will go ahead and leave my referral link in the video description. You're welcome to use my referral link. If you do that, that is a great way to support my little channel at no additional cost to you, because Azure does send me a small thank you referral bonus. So for those of you who do choose to sign up using that link, I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. So I hope that you are all having a great day, and I can't wait to see you soon. I'll see you next time.